Hey everyone, welcome back to Decoding Studio, and today we are going to talk about Redux using hooks inside React.js and React Native apps. I'm assuming you are already aware of React hooks. If you are not, then don't worry, I have already created a video on React hooks. I will provide a link here and in description as well, so you can watch that video and come back to this video. If we talk about Redux, so Redux is mainly used to manage the app state, and you can access that state throughout the app. So before moving forward, we will try to understand the actual need of Redux inside our React.js and React Native app. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. And let's get started now. Let's try to understand why we need Redux. I have created an app, and here on profile screen, I just need to enter a Smurf name, maybe funny Smurf. I have to show this name to home screen. So I have picked this name and pass as a parameter to account screen, then home screen. Now you can see whatever name I have passed on profile screen, it's showing it here on home screen. That's okay. If you have one screen, then you can pass it as a parameter to second screen. But suppose if we have a 4 or 5 screen, you have to pass data as a parameter from one screen to second, second to third, third to fourth, and then on home screen. So it's a little complicated. To overcome this, we use Redux. So this is the one benefit of using Redux. You can access Redux state anywhere inside your app. Our first step will be to install the Redux dependency. Let's see how we can do that. I'm going to use npm install Redux and react redux. So if you're using yarn, then you can use yarn as well. This in next part of video as well. So as you can see, our dependency installed now, and you can check it from package.jsn file, and react redux and redux is installed now. After successful installation of Redux and React Redux, now we will see how we can save data inside our Redux state. So for that, I need to create one directory named as Redux, and inside that I will create constants.js. So basically, if you want to update any Redux state, then you can do it using actions, because Redux is a single source of truth, and you can update your data or Redux state only using actions. So now we will see how we can create an action creator, and that action creator will return an action, and based on that action, the data will be saved inside a Redux state. So first we need to create an constant. So like it's an action type, and export const set Smurf on name. So our action type is ready to set the Smurf name. Now I need to create one more file named as actions.js. Okay, now we will create an action creator. Export function named as set Smurf name, and it will return our action. So this is our action, and this function called as action creator. Now we need to import the type, import that constant, and our action name was set Smurf name. Now we are going to use this action type here. So type will be set Smurf name, and now whatever data we want to pass inside action creator, then we can pass. So here we are going to pass a string that will be a Smurf name. So let's say Smurf name. So we are going to pass that Smurf name here. So now our action creator is done, and it will return our action whenever we will call it. So now we will see how we can create our reducer. So receiver of the action is called as reducer. Basically, whenever we will call any action, then it will come to a reducer, and a reducer will calculate the data of action, and it will save your data inside a redux state. Let's see how we can do that. So function reducer, and it has a state as a first parameter and then action. Now based on this action type, we will see what type of data we need to save inside a redux state. So we will create a switch statement, and you can say this, and now we'll see our action dot type. So let's import our action type from constants. Action type was set sum of name. So whenever our action will call, then this condition will run, this one, and whatever we will return here, then it will save inside our redux state. So we just need to pass initial state as well. So initial state, so let's create an initial state here, object, and inside object sum of name, so like this. And now I'm going to use this sum of name return and state here, remove this break, and here we will return whatever state we have, this one, and updated data. So that will be a sum of name is equal to action dot sum of name. From that action we will call. So now our whatever action whatever data action contain, that will be append to this state, and we need to return empty state here, and we just need to export default reducer. So now our reducer is also ready. Now we will create a redux store. So redux store is an object that brings action and reducer together. So let's see, let's create one new file named as store.js. Let's import redux, and it has create store. We have to import our reducer. So you can say we have created reducer, so we just need to import reducer here. Now we will see how we can create a store. So store, then create store, and pass our reducer to this store. Now our store is ready. Here we are using only one reducer, but you can also use multiple reducer. For that you just need to import combined reducer, and then you have to pass all the reducer there, and that instance of combined reducer you just need to pass inside a create store, and it will create a store with the multiple reducer. So now I'm going to export default store here. So now our store is also ready. To bind your store with the React Native code, you have to open your entry point. So that will be app.js, and here you just need to import a react-redux provider from react-redux. Wrap up your main component inside this provider, and pass your store that you have created here. Import your store src redux and store. Just pass this store here. Now your store is available for your full app. Now you can use this store's redux state anywhere inside your app. Your store is configured now, and it's ready to use now. Now we will see how we can save data inside a redux state, and using action, and how we can access data from that global state. So let's start. So first of all, we need to import react-redux, something from react-redux, and that is our redux hooks, that is use dispatch. So basically this hooks is used to dispatch an action that we have created. So for that we need to import an action as well from redux actions, and action name was set smurf name. I'm going to dispatch this. So for before that we need to create a instance of this use dispatcher. So dispatch use dispatch, and now our dispatcher is ready, and set smurf name action, and we will pass the name that we have entered inside our text field. Action is dispatched now, and whatever the data we have like smurf, it will save inside our redux state. Now we'll see how we can use the data here inside the home screen, access that redux state here. So for that we need to use one more hook. So that is react-redux useSelector. So let's see how we can use selector. So for that we need to import like smurf name and useSelector, and it has a callback, and so in this callback we will have state, all global state, and we can fetch smurf name from this state. So now we can use this smurf name here. So that's it. Okay, it's time to test it now. I'm going to pass smurf name here, happy smurf. As you can see, the name we have passed on profile screen available on home screen using redux. Previously we were doing the same thing using a parameter. So we were passing a parameter from one screen to second screen and second to third, but now we can directly access data on home screen using redux. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome.